is Bale McGrath.
My name is Javon Butler.
We're going to talk to you about science.
My name is Sanaya.
My name is Maya.
And we're here to talk to you about science.
I am Aiden Arnold.
I am Billy Long.
And we're talking about science.
Last year I went to the Bridging the Gap conference in Raleigh related to STEM, and I went to a session where an EC teacher was talking about these bags that she had created for her EC class, and it was in high school, and I just thought they were phenomenal. What a wonderful way to get science out into the community and with the students, more hands-on. And so we decided to try to bring this into our classrooms. So luckily, thanks to several different groups and businesses and organizations, we were able to, we got about $6,500 in grant funds that we were able to use to purchase all of the different products that we put into our different science bags. The children take home a different bag every week. Every bag has a folder in it that has some type of science text. And it also has some sort of hands-on experiment that goes with that text. It may or may not relate with our curriculum, but it is science related. They take them home on Mondays. They have to fill out a data folder, and they also have to answer questions to pull in that literacy component to our science classes. And then they come back on Thursday, and I do go through each bag and grade, that they've answered the questions, that they've really read the text, how they're documenting data. It really pulls in. They love it when they bring videos, and I get to see, baby sister knocking over their marble work.
This is really cool because, when you walk in a room, she has, all these activities. Like, sometimes in science bags, you'll do something like skeletons or robots, which is really fun.
And Miss Lawless is really fun because she always has an activity for us to do when we walk in. Sometimes it's a test, but, I have tests. So it's really fun that we have science bags and everything.
Well, they're fun, and then I get to do cool projects and stuff like that.
My favorite part is after I'm doing all my work, I could do the project, and then I have my dad to help me.
My parent likes the projects because she likes to spend time with me, and she also thinks they're fun.
My dad helps me with the project, so he likes that, and he likes helping me with the words if I don't know, or anything like that.
And we get to do a really fun experiment, and one time I had to do a stunt rocket, and that was really cool.
My favorite part is that it gives my sister and my family a chance to come play with me and do the experiments with me, because a lot of them are kid safety.
When I go home and tell my Mom, I have another science bag to do. She's like, really? Can I help you with it? I'm like, yeah, I love you being my partner. And she's all.
His favorite so far has been the Marble Works. They had a series of towers they built, and then they would release the marble. And I do believe it was teaching them force and motion, but he loved it. He played with it actually for 3 days and was very, very hesitant to give it back. So that's actually going to be a gift from Santa Claus this year.
Looking forward to some others that are coming up. She has heard from friends about the ones that they have been doing, so she's enjoyed the ones that she's had. And she's looking forward to ones that she's heard her friends talking about, so she's hopeful that she'll get some new ones to do soon.
My favorite science project was the volcano.
My favorite so far was probably the crystals. My first science bag was borax crystals, and I had to use boiling water, so I needed help with that with my parents. And once I got finished with the crystals, so pretty, I had to change a different color so it would look prettier.
It's really fun when we have the science bags because I really like doing the experiment because the experiments are mostly fun more than the reading and answering the questions. And it's just really fun to do the experiments.
The best one I've ever done was the microscope, and we had to scrape cheek cells from our cheeks, from the inside of our mouth, and we had to look at animal cells, and we had to look at onion cells.
I have to say my favorite one was the marble works because you got to build a big roller coaster and race marbles and see which one got down the fastest and in which way.
Mm-hmm.
How do we do that?
It does sound different. Now do it without that. Yeah, sounds different.
The capped closed pipe produces a tone that is exactly 1 octave lower than the uncapped open pipe. So it's talking about when I closed the open thing, it sounded different. It was lower, but when it's open, it sounds a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
The cap forces a note to be at the end of the tube, and the lowest resonant wavelength is twice as long as the wavelength of the uncapped tube. An octave is produced by doubling the frequency or halving the wavelength of a sound. Okay. Take the boom whackers to a noisy environment, such as the crowded hallway or cafeteria. Put a tube to your ear and listen to the sounds. Okay, my mom's not here, so I can't listen to her. Okay, Miss Teacher, I guess you have to pretend that you're talking to someone. So
I have to be noisy?
Yeah, like you're talking to someone.
Like
Like,
really
"Hey,
loud?
girl!"
Okay, because it's only us here, so okay.
Okay, this is Miss Teacher talking really loudly. And
Hey girl, what you doing over there? Hey, okay. What time you want me to meet you? Okay. Did that work?
And wait, hold on, let me read. Come on. Okay. The tube filters and amplifies the same tone that it produces when it is whacked. If you hold the tube tightly against your head, it becomes a closed tube and it will amplify the note an octave lower. So let's put it to my head and you still talk.
Okay. Girl, what time you say again? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. You sure? Okay. All right, that sounds good. Okay. All right. I'll see you later.
And that was her again. Okay. And that was Miss Teacher. Good acting. Good job.
I'm trying to help you.
It's been very time consuming. It is a lot of work. We do have 47 bags in our 4th grade now, and we have 52 bags in 5th grade. So every 4th grade and 5th grade student, we have enough that they take them home every week. We are looking into future funds, as the bags, a lot of them have items that have to be replaced on a weekly basis. So that is something that we're hoping that we're just getting our children excited about science, pulling in that extra literacy component, involving their families. It's almost threefold. It's got a lot of components that we're hoping we're addressing by doing these science bags.
Because without these science bags, I would have nothing to do. Because sometimes we have no homework and I get bored around the house just doing nothing all day. And when I have to go to sleep, I think about the science bag because it was really fun. And I wake up in the morning, I talk about it all the time. My mom's like, really, do we have to hear this now? I was like, yes, you have to hear it.
I say thank you because I actually have something fun to do at home because my brother's mostly doing all his homework because he's in middle school. And when I have no homework, all I do is sit and read my AR book. And then when my mom tells me to get to do something, I'm like, oh, geez, why now?
Thank you.
Thank you, sponsors. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, sponsors, for giving us the money to make the science bag.